Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, Die Hard 2 Die Harder from 1990. It's the second film in the Die Hard collection, is directed by Renny Harlin, and stars Bruce Willis and William Sadler. Well, sometimes bigger isn't better as Die Hard 2 Die Harder, which by the way is a hilarious title that makes me laugh every time I think of it, is certainly packed more with guns and gore and action, but in comparison to most of the other films in the Die Hard collection, it just feels a little hollow. Remember back during the cliffhanger review I mentioned that was just the first of several Renny Harlin directed films in my collection? Well, here's the second one. Die Hard 2 Die Harder takes place either 1 or 2 years after the events of Die Hard because they never say how much time has passed between the two films, and I'm just guessing because in reality there were 2 years between the release of the two films. John McClane has left Love Win and has moved to LA where he is, of course, a cop. However, this film takes place in Washington, D.C., assumedly because the McClane family is visiting Holly's folks for Christmas. But of course John has found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time again, as a group of terrorists take control of the airport in order to do something with a political prisoner being flown into Washington, D.C. that night. I say something because other than freeing the political prisoner and setting off on their own plane, their demands aren't too complex. This movie is fun, sure, but it isn't Die Hard levels of fun. I do remember the first time I saw it as a child. I was getting on a flight the next morning to, I think, Chicago with my father, and I was explaining the plot of the film to him in the middle of an airport, which I'm sure didn't go over too well with people around us looking back on it. So there are several Blu-ray collections of the 5 Die Hard films out there, but this one I own is particular because, from what I remember, it's the only one to include the unrated version of Live Free or Die Hard, which was theatrically related PG-13, and is only good and enjoyable if you get to watch it with the language and blood that the unrated cut allows for. However, the sad news is there probably won't be a 4K release of the collection because the distributor, 20th Century Fox, was bought by Disney and they don't have any interest releasing physical 4K discs. Although they did just re-release a 4K physical edition of Aliens, so maybe there's a chance. Regardless, Die Hard 2 Die Harder is getting a B+ out of me because it just doesn't feel on par with the best of the series. But at least it isn't the worst. Tomorrow I get to review Die Hard with a Vengeance. I can't wait. See y'all then.